Tonight we're going to talk about Tigger's Honey Hunt. This game is plain and simple, since I already played it like last month ago. And I had to do it all again, since I was going to play Tumba, but unfortunately the game doesn't work. So instead we're going to talk about the game while I'm playing it. First, the story plot is plain and simple. You're plainly playing Tigger that's collecting honey for Pooh Bear's party. Also collecting photos. Plain and simple. Those of you are unfamiliar about Winnie the Pooh, it's about a happy, lovable bear that loves honey and has many adventures with his friends, Tigger, or the tiger, Kanga, Little Roo, and other amazing characters from the stories. Eeyore, or the donkey, Piglet, well, you already know what he is. Owl, which is plainly his name. Gopher, plainly his name as well. Rabbit, that loves doing his gardening job. And the memorable character, Christopher Robin, who likes to hang out with them most of the time. Anyhow, well, this game is basically 2 hours long. I play this game plain and simple. And not to mention there's different types of mini games in them. I'm not a huge Winnie the Pooh fan, but it's meant for little kids. That's what it's for, little kids. So you got like all these amazing stages and mini games. First, let's show you the mini games. Rock, paper, scissors. And not to mention in cutout scenes from most likely the other Winnie the Pooh movies and other, or I would say TV shows. Yes, there's a TV show. New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And you can tell this game is basically from the early 2000s. It's for PlayStation 1 and the N64. When I was a kid, I thought this game was going to be based off the Tigger movie, which is a plain simple story movie about finding his own kind. However, we're not going to talk about that movie. If those of you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's worth your time. Rent it at the library. It's meant for young kids to pass the time. Anyways, rock, paper, scissors. Rock. You're never going to guess if it's going to be rock, paper, scissors. So let's do rock again. Beat scissors. These minigames are pretty easy if you're going to know what the character is going to do. Okay, I mean, not easy. Because you're never going to guess which one is gonna be. But I do have problems with most of these minigames. But since I've beaten this game before, I already know what the ending looks like. So I won't give too much away this time. But I'll show you a bit of the gameplay. By the way, if you complete like a certain stage, and you have to do like a time limited challenge, and if you move as quickly as possible, you'll beat the time limit, while avoiding enemies like hempo, bumps and woozles, and most likely bats. This game can be rather challenging at times, so you have to move at the speed of light. It shows how many hit points you got. Also, if you unlock, like, say, new specialties, like the bouncing and flying technique, press square to duck, and it shows how many hit points the character has. This game is plain and simple. Oh, you have to just reach to the very end. I would say this game is downright easy if you know what you're supposed to do. You'll find some hidden areas, which no doubt can be rather almost tough to do. And I died. So you know what that means. Hit me all the way back. It shows how many hit points you take. You only take like 3 hits and you're all the way back to the beginning. Unlike most other Winnie the Pooh games, you can actually destroy enemies by jumping on them. Oh, I'm probably gonna lose. Not gonna make it in time. There's not much you can do to stop the time limit. It gives you like less time than usual. Fortunately, Tigger can't run fast enough. If you want to see the rest of the game, you have to see it on YouTube. You could probably beat this game in less than 3 or 4 hours. There's probably like, I would say 20 or 10 stages. I don't really count them that much often. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Takes a long time to bounce. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's only like 9 stages in this game. Again, I'm not a huge Winnie the Pooh fan, but it is meant for little kids. I don't got much else to say about this game. It's just plain and simple. It's just going to A to the beginning and B toward the very end. Music's alright, I guess, but I'll probably easily forget this game existed. You'll find some hidden secrets on the ground too, and that's pretty much it. There's not much else to talk about. The story plot is kind of boring, but yet this game is really easy sometimes. You have to avoid like bees, bottomless pits, all that stuff. I would say this game is not bad. It's an okay game. It's fine as it is. Sure, you have to do like these mini game challenges, doing rabbitses, throw the most sticks that Winnie the Pooh does. You can jump pretty high up, I guess. And you have to collect the most honey to unlock the stage, which I almost forgot to mention you have to do in the game too. Which I'll do anyways, and show you like a few secrets here and there. Without the time limit. So get used to it. Since it's an old PlayStation 1 game, you'll be seeing loading screens like these quite a lot often. Voice acting is not bad either. I do like how Jim Cummings plays not only Tigger, but Pooh Bear as well. And pretty much last year ago, we pretty much got Christopher Robin, and which also counts as a Winnie the Pooh movie. You pretty much know the deal. And yet, like Gopher says, you'll find some hidden secret hatchway to find more honey. You have to collect as much honey as possible. Or Al won't let you get past. I had to repeat it again. Those of you who have not been listening, you might have went to the other room getting lunch or dinner or something. Sometimes these scenes will be unskippable. And there's not much else I can do about it, but just sit down and wait until it's over. I will explain how the game works by using Super Bounce. You know, all that kind of classic go platforming game stuff. I do like the sound effect that Tigger always jumps and makes bouncy sounds. They'll get old after a while, once you get to play through this game. Probably once. Also, I'm at to stop it right here, because this video can only last up to 15 minutes. And I'll explain the rest of it in part 2, so see you in the next video.